Initially, the UN Convention is important in a way that it brings us together. It makes us all get focused. Be strategic. In terms of strategic, we now can be strategically focused to what we want to do, and then it unites countries in terms of what needs to be done in implementing policies that relate to disabilities. So for me, I see it as a strategy for government, because then each and every government then that develops a policy on issues of disabilities that needs to draw from the UN Convention. So the UN Convention is like a guiding document towards international cooperation. Because it talks about a lot of issues: health, education, international cooperation. So it's basically a strategy. It's a roadmap in terms of implementing or adhering to human rights for people with disabilities. The challenge is, as I said to my presentation, that government needs to get to a point whereby they see DPOs and civil society as allies, because definitely whatever civil society or DPOs do, it basically complements what needs to be done by government. So the issue for government seeing DPOs or NGOs as enemies, needs to come to an end, and we need to sit in a table and say what needs to be done, who needs to do what. Like what we've been doing in countries in South Africa where we've worked in and where we've been successful, like in Rwanda, Senegal, and Tanzania. We've came in and brought DPO, civil society, and governments on the table, and then we've said let's develop a strategy that will give us direction in terms of implementing the policies that relate to different disabilities. So that strategy, it then becomes a coordination tool for government, civil society, and DPOs. Initially, what we must know is that most disabled people are poor. That's the first thing. Two, if they are not involved, they become ineffective. And if they are not effective, what we must know is that they then become a liability to government. Yet, on the other hand, if they are empowered, they become an asset to the government. Being an asset to the government, they become employed. They then pay tax to the government. And in that way, they become an asset. They contribute to government resources. And then two, the more you have poor people in your country, is the more the country will be poor. Yeah. So that's basically the advantages that